Hey, everybody. If you've never done a Zoom before, heads up, we can see you. That's always a big shocker for people. Oh my gosh, I'm naked. So put your clothes on and let's get this party started. So I think we broke the Zoom because there's 246 people registered and I just upgraded my account yesterday to have 200. And so I don't know what happens to like the last 46. So I think what we'll do is what I'll do for you guys is everybody who registered, I will turn this into a YouTube video and I'll email it to you. So when we're done, if you want to just visually be able to go through it step by step, because I'll be honest, I'm not the best with technology. And so for me, I had to kind of learn and pause and go do it and all that stuff. Also, I just did a Zoom with my team right before this. And so it's downloading right now. So it might be a little bit loud, but it'll be done in a second, okay? So if you're just hopping on, there is a chat feature on Zoom. So if you have any questions, just put the question in the chat feature and it'll notify me, and then I'll go ahead and address those questions that we have. And then what I'll do is if you registered, I have your email address. So what I'll do is I'll email, probably Anna, my assistant, will email you guys the recording afterwards and you guys can go through it at your own pace. So if anyone that you know is trying to get on and can't, don't worry about it. I'll get them the recording for that. Okay, so welcome to the Instagram class on the highlights. This is something I've been really wanting to do to learn. I kept seeing it and I thought it looked really cool on people's pages. And I was like, gosh, it looks so professional and it just kind of gives you this like inviting, clean look to your Instagram profile. And so for those of you that are somewhat new to me, we are in the middle of we're actually wrapping up an Instagram boot camp right now. And let me tell you, the things that I have learned by tackling Instagram over the last few months is incredible. I don't know if you know who Jeremy McGilvery is, but he is the author of Instagram Secrets. And so if you guys want a good book to read, and if you're like, I don't have time for that, I pretty much teach everything off of that. But anyways, he has the #1 selling book in the world on Instagram. And he was really promoting shout outs for shout outs on Instagram. So what that is where you will ask another account to shout out your account, which I firmly believe in. It's almost like social proof, right? Like I would say, okay, Pam, I'm going to shout out your page. You're going to shout out mine. Or maybe if there's a big influencer, you pay a small amount and they shout you out, okay? It's totally works because Facebook ads, you guys, are so expensive and confusing. And I feel like I'm a pretty smart girl and can figure things out. Even I'm like, I don't get it. So long story short, last week, Facebook didn't like that Jeremy was telling people to utilize Instagram over Facebook because he blatantly says in his book, in his teachings, he says, I don't recommend Facebook ads. So you guys don't quote me on this because this is the secret group, but he teaches it like shout out for shout outs. He teaches you how to build your business on Instagram. Like he's a huge fan, and they shut down his Facebook account last week. And he had over 1 million people following him on Facebook. So the reason I mention that is because one, I think that's crazy and just not fair. But two, I think it's really important to diversify. So there's 3 main places I like to see people. I like to see people on 2 social media platforms. So simultaneously, I recommend building on 2. So all you have to do is just take the content you're posting on one, repurpose on the other. You can kind of mix it up, and so it's not like here and here, but you will get different followers on the different platforms. So even if you go on your Facebook page and post a quote, you can share it and repost it on Instagram and you're done, okay? 2 platforms, that way if your account got shut down, which happened to a girl in our group, so we're all, learning from each other, and not to scare you guys, but just to be professional and run your business, you've got to weigh pros and cons of risk. Okay, we're assessing risk. We're trying to minimize it. 2 platforms. So if anything happens to your one, you still have the other one. Okay. The other place is I'd like to see you guys capturing emails. Okay. So eventually you're like, are you serious right now? Yes. If you guys stick with me and follow me and get into my programs, I will be teaching you, even if it's purely for direct sales. You're just doing network marketing. You're not building a brand or anything like me. I'm going to teach you guys how to create a sales funnel. So that way, if people want to know more about your skincare, your weight loss, your hair care, they want to know how do they use essential oils in their home, whatever that looks like, we're going to create a sales funnel so they can click it and learn more. And they're going to go from A, B to C, and you're going to capture their email address. Why this is so powerful is that email is now yours. You have that person's information. So if you want to send them an email, if you want to connect with them, if anything ever happened to your social media stuff, you've got your list, okay? So those are the 3 places. 2 social media platforms, and a 3rd place would be email. So just hang in there. We'll get to how to do sales funnels and all that stuff down the road. Okay, but that was one of my motivators for doing this class, is that I really want to teach you guys how to use Instagram, because so many people are like, I don't even know how to check my messages, right? Or I don't know how to edit my profile. And those in the boot camps can see, like, step by step, you guys are doing it. Like, you guys are growing your accounts. Some of you have like doubled, tripled, quadrupled your followers. I mean, it's incredible the growth I'm seeing for those that are in there. So it can be done. You just have to break it down and make it really simple. So let's jump in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and then you guys will be able to see where we're going to go to create the icons. So we are going to use the free Canva here. Okay, so if you've never used Canva before, it's canva.com. There is an app as well. I actually created a an Instagram story last week that had a picture of me, and then it had some color on the top and bottom, and it said bootcamp is open, blah blah blah. I created that on the app with their templates. It's really easy to use on my cell phone, which is kind of cool. So go to Canva. And then the nice thing is, once you create an account and you design things, it saves all of your stuff. So does this look familiar? So this is all the things that I have worked on over time. So yeah, just quotes, and I have some cookbooks out and just different graphics, okay? So over here, you're gonna go to Canva, create an account, save your password, all that good stuff. Now, the really cool thing, oh, here, let me mute it. Okay, so the really cool thing is that there are templates for everything. So we're going to talk about the highlights today, but you could use Canva for anything. So if you've ever wondered, like, how do people create banners, cover photos, stuff like that, it's all in Canva. A lot of people are using Canva, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to go over and click Create a Design. So we want to create a design, okay? And then, I don't know why normally there's just a spot where you say Instagram stories, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so usually there's a spot where you say what you want to create. Hold on. Now the other thing I've done, because I'll be honest, it's not the most used. I mean, it's pretty user friendly, but there's some hiccups. So the other thing you can do is type it in the search. So we want to search for an Instagram story, okay? Let's see if this works. So long story short, we're going to create an Instagram story, and we can go and use one of mine if we need to. Okay, so where you searched, you search Instagram stories, then it would have all of these right here. Okay, you guys see this? There's over 1,000. It says search over 100,000 images. But these are all Instagram stories that are pre-template. So you can literally grab any of these and you can create quotes. I mean, they're shaped exactly the size of Instagram, which is really cool, okay? But for our stories, what we want to do is we want to use a blank page. So let's do, we might have to go back to mine. Okay, so let's go right here. I'll just show you guys the one that I did. Okay, so we'll go here and I'll just show you, just to cut through the clutter. So basically you're gonna search and you're gonna type in Instagram stories, and then you are going to have all kinds of options. So basically what you wanna do is choose the blank one, okay? So there is a blank one. Now, what we're gonna do is we are going to take the blank one and we are gonna change the background, okay? So the first thing we wanna do is change the background color. So you'll have to kind of play with it. I found a website I wanted to give you guys where you can actually pick a color. So if you like that, you like my pink color here, you can actually pick the color. So let me show you really quick. I wish it would have showed you the way I wanted to show you, but that's okay. We'll get it figured out. So you search Instagram stories, pick one that's blank, and then you're gonna get to the spot, okay? So I'm gonna go into my email really quick and show you guys this color picker thing. So back to here. So you click the image click the background. Now what you're gonna do over here, see this little pink color? This is where you change the pink here, okay? Yours is gonna be defaulted to white, so if you want a white background, it's gonna be already done. Otherwise, we're gonna pick a new color, okay? So here's the color picker. Okay, here is the website. It's imagecolorpicker.com. imagecolorpicker.com/EN. I don't know if that's for English or what. This is such a cool website. You literally type in your website or you type in a page. So maybe you like my colors. You can totally use my stuff, you guys. I don't care. And then you type it in, and then it tells you the color. You like go like this with the little thing, and then it tells you what that color is. See, look, I'm just hitting it, and it's changing the brown right there. So if you've ever wanted to like find a certain color, it's going to tell you this. And then this is the number you're going to need right here. The HTML code AECFE9, you just copy it right there, okay? So you don't have to do that. You can actually just use Canva's options, but I wanted to show you what I did. Okay, so I have my own color because of my website, and so what I did is I hit the plus symbol, and then I typed in that code. That's where you would put the code. Otherwise, you can just click anywhere on this spectrum here, and you can actually just change the color. And then it's going to change the background. So let's change it to, let's pick a new color. Okay, we're gonna go with a very purple. I'm wearing purple today. There we go. We're gonna go with purple. Okay, so this is our new background color. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go over here to elements. Now, what Instagram highlights are, probably should have backed up with that, is if you haven't done it yet, a really cool thing you can do on Instagram is have little highlights. So you're gonna have your profile page, and then you're gonna have these images to highlight some of the things that you've posted in your stories that you wanna share. So highlights are only things from your Instagram stories. Highlights are not your normal square posts that you post in the feed, okay? Let's see if I can show you guys my profile. Okay, this right here are your highlights, right here. That's your highlights, okay? So what I want you guys to do, I'm gonna challenge you guys to make 5 of them. That's your goal, 5. Now, what I like about 5 is if you watch my training I did last night on how to come up with content, what to be posting, Jenna Kutcher is somebody I love and follow and adore, and she's like an online mentor to me. She recommends that we pick 5 buckets or 5 areas of our life to be showcasing in our content, to be sharing. So your 5 areas could be quotes, it could be your family, it could be your products. So I wouldn't put like products. You could put products. You could put like magical shampoo if you do hair care, whatever. 5 buckets, and then figure out what the 5 are before you start designing them, okay? So we'll wanna know what the 5 buckets are before you start designing them. So come up with your 5 buckets, and then you can figure out what icons you wanna use. So you're gonna go over here, and you're gonna go to elements. So there's these different tabs in the left sidebar. We want to go to elements. So for mine, my first one was quotes. Now, one thing I want to show you is we want to find the ones where you can change the color. Some of them you can change the color, and others you can't. So for elements, click elements, and then type in whatever your graphic is going to be, okay? So let's say I wanted it to be this one, live, love, laugh. So you just click it. You click right on it. Oh, is it somewhere else? I think it's down here. Yeah, okay. So here was my little boot camper one. We'll just move that over there. Okay, so live, love, laugh. Now, if you click it, it should have a color right here. See, the color is, I guess, like a white color. If there's not an option to change the color, I would go with a different graphic. You don't have to. You could have some that have like this one right here, live your dreams. Maybe you want that to be your icon, that's fine. But if you want that really nice, crisp, clean look, I recommend a solid background with solid colored icons. Otherwise, maybe you could do like kind of like a fun, colorful background. Like, see how this is like fun and glittery? Maybe you could do like a fun, glittery background and then have like solid black icons. But just make sure that they look nice against each other, and you don't want it to be too busy. So do check that when you're picking out your icons, that you want to make sure you can change the color. So this one you actually can change. A lot of them, sometimes you can't. They have like all kinds of things going on. So you can change the color. So you click the icon, and then right there you click that little square, and then we could change the color of it. Okay, so that's how you do that part. So what you can do is, to make it easy, is say this is the color we want. We want this purple here. Hit this little copy button right here. You guys see the copy button? Hit copy. So once you have it where you like the size of it and all that good stuff, you can copy it, and now we can just change this out. We could delete this little quote here, and then we could add this heart or something. Oh, just kidding. I don't want to do that. Some of them cost money, so I recommend doing the free ones. If you really like it, do the $1 ones. I think it's worth it because they let you edit it for 24 hours, and then you just get to keep the graphic. So I did spend a couple of dollars on mine, but you don't have to. There's plenty of free ones. So maybe you do whatever. Okay, so you've got your little graphic there. So once you have it how you want it, you're going to save it. So click download. Let's do, I don't know if this one was free or not. Let's do download. Okay, click download, and then you're going to save it. Okay, do it as a JPEG. It's going to default to PNG. Save it as a JPEG, and then you can actually do just certain pages. So if you're duplicating, like you're copying the pages and you're in your 5th one, you can just save them one by one. So we're saving pages 5 of 5, whatever, or save them all at once. That's fine. I did mine one by one because I wanted to send them to my phone, and I wanted to make sure I liked them. You could probably do this on the app. I just wanted it a little bit easier on the desktop, and then you wouldn't have to email it back and forth. So you're going to download it and save it into your computer. Then you're going to email it to yourself and save it onto your cell phone. If you're working on the app, you can just save it right from the app onto your cell phone. So now the image is going to be saved to our cell phone. Okay, so I'm going to link you guys up to my computer, to my cell phone, so you guys can see what we do next, okay? Yeah, there, it's thinking. Okay, fine. Oh, how lovely. Instagram is installing right now. It's almost done. It's like it knows. Oh, Kimberly's doing a webinar on Instagram. Let's just go ahead and install that. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we are going to go to the app, and then we are going to go ahead and get this started. Okay, so what you're going to do is you are going to go into your stories, and then you're going to hit the little plus symbol. So let me go back and show you guys that again. So flattering. Okay, so if you go right here, click where it says your story, and then you're going to hit the plus symbol in the top left corner. So hit that. See that right there, top left corner? Hit plus again, and then that's how you get to a new one if you already have some. Okay, now we are going to do an image. Well, we're going to go and find our highlight we just created. So go down and find your highlight. So I don't know why it resized them. Hold on, let me find the originals. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's do the quote one first. Now, get rid of the date field. So you just take the date and drag it down into the trash can. So we're literally uploading our highlights, okay? So what you have to do is you have to post it into your stories for it to be archived, okay? So you do have to post them. I did mine really late at night by accident, but you could do that if you didn't want people to see them. That's totally fine. You can't delete them after. They just sort of have to run their course. So go ahead and put that in there, hit send to, and then you're going to share it, okay? Okay, so it's shared, it's in your stories, okay? Now it's in your stories. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go to that highlight. So hopefully they're already up and you have pictures in there. If not, you can technically start over and create a highlight, okay? So let's say it's the testimonials one. So I'm going to click testimonials. Now right here down, see the little 3 dots down there? You have to hit the 3 dots and click edit highlight. So hit the 3 dots in the bottom right-hand corner and hit edit highlight. Now what you're gonna do is that we just uploaded that story, didn't we? So it's not gonna be in here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click archive at the top. See archive right here? Okay, now archive is going to show everything I've already posted. So my little quote thing that I just posted would be here normally, but it's not because I didn't really post it. Okay, so your little quote's gonna be here. You might have to scroll down to find it. So you're gonna check your little quote and add that to this highlight group, okay? So find the one that you want to be your new cover. So click the quote box there and hit done. And then go back into it. So hit the arrows. Oops, I keep doing it on my phone, that's funny. Okay, we're gonna edit the highlight. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna click edit cover. And then you are going to, down here at the bottom are just gonna be some different choices. I've got a smoothie post, and you can move it around, see how you can move it. But I'm gonna click the one I want for my highlight, and now I'm gonna move it down. So you can just reposition them, which is really nice that it doesn't default to exactly where it landed with the post, with the story post. That looks normal. A little off because of that. Whatever, it's fine. Perfection, no, not allowed. Okay, so then you hit done, edit your cover, and now that one is done. And then you just hit done. And there you go. And then now that one is your cover, and that's it. So I did mine one by one just to see how they looked and all that good stuff. So it's up to you guys how you guys want to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna back out of that, but then when you're done, it just looks like that, and it's just there. And I will tell you too that whatever one you've recently played with, whether you edited it, you added a photo, whatever, it will show up first. So if you're like, well, I really want my mantras to show up first, then you have to go in there and do something to it, and then it'll be pushed back to the front. So if you've got a bunch of them, they're gonna kind of get cut off, because when people come to your page, let me see what it looks like. Yeah, this is all they see. So they have to scroll over to see my other ones. So make sure your first couple are your showcase pieces, your best ones, okay? And if you're not on IGTV, when you're on there, this will also show up on there, and people can go right to your IGTV, which we covered in the boot camp. Okay, I think that was mainly what I want to tell you guys. And then also, here, I was gonna go ahead and put any questions you guys have. I see some questions popping up. Oh, let me stop. Oh yeah, I can show you the background color in a second. Okay, let me go back in here. Okay, so for the background color, so once you choose, like you choose what you want to do, I'm really annoyed that it didn't pull up Instagram stories. So let's see, find templates. Let's try find templates. Oh, I mean, seriously. It changes every time you go in here. Okay, Instagram stories. So what we want to do is we want a blank one, or we want to basically take the background away. So pick one that has a background that, mine was just like white, I don't even know. Let's do this one, this will be easy. So click one that has just like a plain background, because you can just delete the stuff off. Okay, so we'll get rid of the little, just delete stuff off of it. So you basically want, the background, you just want the background to be showing, okay? I'm trying to delete it, it's not letting me. Oh, one of you is writing on my page, so I'm gonna find you and put you in the trouble bubble. Okay, so, okay, anyways, you would delete all the little things off. I found a blank one, so maybe put blank. I don't really know why they don't have a blank one there, but they just don't. So this is gonna go away, or whatever, that's gone. Now click the background and look, in the top left corner, there's color options. So we're gonna do pink, and then we're gonna go to elements. We're gonna add dog, because we love our dogs. As you guys probably saw from my cabin pictures, that the girls love the dogs. So maybe you just do like a little bone, because you just, oh, that's pro. It'd be easier if it's an icon, but anyways, you just do an icon, whatever. We can't change his color, so that's what it would have to be, but you'd want to find one that you can hopefully change the color. Great question. Christy, you had a question. How do you add your stories to the particular highlights? You go to archive. I'll show you guys really quick. Oh, there's A Power. Perfect. Okay, so let me show you guys. And this was confusing to me when I first started learning about this stuff. So let me show you guys because it is confusing. Ooh, I hope I didn't lose you guys. Are you guys there? Okay, so hit Instagram, go to your page, click the actual highlight itself. Okay, so we're gonna go to Bootcamp. Then what you're gonna do in the bottom right-hand corner, click Edit, Highlight, click Archive, and then archive, you're not archiving anything, you're going to what's been archived from your stories. Your stuff stays on your stories for 24 hours and then it's archived. So it's not gone away forever, which is what everybody thinks. It's still there, so it's in the archive. So you're gonna go over to the archive and then everything you've posted is on there. So you can just scroll back for days. It's a good thing to, this picture always cracks me up. I mean, is that not hilarious? These two right here. But you can just go through and pick different things that make sense for that, because you want several pictures in there, right? So if people do look at it, they can kind of see what you had. All your stuff's going to be in there, which is really cool. So it's under archive. You just hit which ones you, oh, Christy, there's Christy, the one that just asked the question. I mean, hey, that's kind of fun. And then you hit done. And they'll archive it. Yeah, good question. How can I add a live video I did on Facebook to my IG? That's kind of out of the scope of what we're going to do today. But my next bootcamp for Instagram is opening. It's going to be August 7th. And so I'll email you the information on it because you'll be on my list. What app do you use to share your phone during the webinar? A Power. How about we get out of here? Huh. Okay. Escape. So I use this one right here. Down here, it's A Power software. And then Zoom allows you to do it too. I just didn't think it was, I didn't really like it. So I paid money for that one. It's like $37 a year or something. Okay, chat. Not me. Oh, yeah, Missy, that's hilarious. It was you last time, wasn't it? Click the trash can, right? You can search for free illustrations. Yeah, it is a lot of information. It'll be on replay, and you guys honestly look at how I just went through and I had to look at my notes. So it's not about memorizing it in anything. It's about step-by-step doing it at your own pace. So just be patient, you'll get it figured out, okay? Can you move pictures from Facebook to Instagram? We go over all that too in the boot camp. I do have a workshop that's sort of a crash course. If you want information on that, just message me. Rochelle, just message me and I'll get you the workshop info because I think you're doing my boot camp. Okay, so I'm giving you guys $50 off my boot camp right now. So it's the social media boot camp. If you already registered for it, I'll just give you a $50 credit for anything in the future. So there's a promo code. The promo code is highlights and it's plural. So I will put this in here. If you guys want to do my social media boot camp, the promo code will be open for 48 hours and then it is already set to expire. So what you do at checkout is there's a spot for coupon codes, put highlights in there and hit apply and it'll automatically deduct it off of it. So the, yeah, Stacy, it's the same boot camp. So the social media boot camp, it's starting next week. It's open right now for registration. So all of you, as a special thank you, are getting $50 off. And it's an 8-week program, step-by-step of how to build your business online. It's primarily focused on Facebook because we do a lot with recruiting. You can do it for any business, but it's designed for network marketers. We will go over Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, and YouTube. A little more Instagram than I've ever done before because I'm realizing more and more how important Instagram is. But very much Facebook, like how do you set up your Facebook group? How do you get leads? How do you warm them up? All that stuff. So anyways, my social media boot camp's open. I'd love to extend that invitation to you guys. There are payment plans. You can pay in full and get the $50 off. You can do a 2-pay or a 3-pay and it's all on my website. So it is, I can get you guys the code for it right now. And then if you guys are interested, you can just go check it out. If you guys don't use Bitly, you should, by the way. It's the best thing ever. It tells you like literally where people clicked, where they find your stuff. Like it's amazing. Okay, so here's the link, I think. There. The link is in the comment section. Click that link, and then when you check out, put the promo code highlights. For those watching the replay, it will expire on 10th, 11th, 12th. It's going to expire on the 12th. So if you already registered, just message me and we'll figure something out so you can still get the bundle, the $50 off. And then we will be starting. Everything's recorded, so it's in a small group setting. It's basically coaching with me. Everything's recorded. You have access to me during the whole program, and then you can go at your own pace. You have access for life. So if you're like, well, I have vacation next month, just do it, right? If you really want to do it, just do it. Make the commitment. You can always go through the content later. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. So I hope this was helpful. It's so nice to see so many that are wanting to learn and grow their Instagram account. And I'm hoping to offer more things like this for you guys whenever, you know, it makes sense to do it in this type of setting. So using, Bitly. Yeah, the little link I just sent you is from Bitly. So you can see it right there in the link. It's bit.ly. I don't know if the website is, it's bit.ly.com. And it you can get free links from it, and then it tells you where people click the link. It's really, really good. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me stop the share here. I think we got all the questions answered. You are so welcome. Thanks for being on. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.